check it out. I mean, Epic Pet Innovation. You can just search for it at Kickstarter.com, and it's a fantastic. They're just really they're providing jobs. They're making jobs for people who are fully capable of doing those jobs, and they just have a hard time finding work. So they're figuring it out, and it's really cool. Go to Kickstarter.com and search for Epic Pet Innovation. Okay, guys, we got this great new podcast to tell you about. It's called Rhyme et Reason. So RHYMEET Reason Radio. It's a pop culture podcast about television, movies, music. In their most recent episode, they talked about David Bowie and the huge influence that he had on the music soundscape. Ricky Gervais hosting the Golden Globes and their predictions for the Oscars. It's a really interesting. It's very interesting to listen to. You can subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher or visit rhymeetreason.com/podcast for all of the episodes. They backlog all of them so you can catch up on what you've already missed out. But it's a great show. Rhyme et Reason Radio. Make sure to check them out today at iTunes or Stitcher.
Why are you still smoking? For over 3 years, Vape One has supplied easy-to-use electronic cigarettes that satisfy and taste great. No combustion, no tar, no smoke. Plus, you can save thousands a year by making the switch. Hurry now and get a free $15 bottle of e-liquid with purchase of a starter kit when you use code VAPOR15. Visit VAPE-ONE.com for more information. Why smoke when you can vape one? VapeOne.com.
You're listening to the Bill and Joe Show.
Welcome back to the Bill and Joe Show. So the collection plate bothers me on a number of levels, and it always has ever since I was a kid. But my church, which also was my school, my Catholic school,
Right.
Arch rival of your Catholic school,
Was it?
the Crusaders. Oh man,
We weren't the Crusaders.
no, we were.
Oh, you
we
were?
hated you guys.
Oh, did you?
Oh fuck, I hated you. I didn't know why. Maybe it's because your varsity team beat the shit out of ours. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I did not get along with your grade school.
We had a really good basketball team. Our class did, but yeah, I never got how everyone else was, because I had the same feeling. Like, I hated the other schools too, but why?
Yeah,
We're all living the same life experience. We're all going to this thing that no one else knows about.
Right.
No one else
Right.
goes to school like we do.
Right.
They don't wear the uniforms. They don't have to go to church every Friday.
Right.
They don't have to take religion class. There's things about our schools no one else does. Why
No.
aren't we like, hey, let's talk about yours? But no, it was like, oh, there's the rival.
There's the other Christian or Catholic
Yeah.
team.
And then there would be like times where like we would go to church at those other schools because, oh, grandma wants to go to this church.
Right.
And I'd be like, what? We can't go to that church.
No.
And then you go there and you see the other kids there and you're like, oh, you son of a bitch.
hate you.
Yeah. And you
I've
just-
never met you before.
I don't even know what your name is. And then look at us, we're like best friends.
Right.
We're sitting there hating each other just because of what school you go to.
Right.
This is how race wars happen, people.
I know, and that's I mean the fact that okay, I'll get to the collection plate in a minute, but my school was called the Crusaders. Okay, that was our mascot, an iron-clad gentleman.
It was like
on
a knight,
fucking
yeah.
horse with
Yeah.
a sword. Like, just think about the Crusades.
Yeah.
We killed a lot of fucking people
To convert people to
unnecess-
Catholicism.
If you don't believe in our God, you're gonna die. I don't care how young, old, female, male. Like, I mean, like it's the worst thing. Like, I mean, like that
It's-
you can possibly imagine.
It's like if the Nazis had won.
Yes,
They could have justified what they did because they would have indoctrinated that and spread it throughout the
Right.
world, right?
right.
It's what the Crusades did.
In as a let's see, what I came here in the 5th grade, so I was 10.
Mm-hmm.
And at 10 years old, coming from a public school system out in California to Peoria
Yeah.
and a Catholic, I just immediately, it just hit me like I don't know. Like something smelled bad.
Well, maybe
Like,
that was why you had such a hard time with it, because you didn't start from day one.
right.
Because my first day of school, kindergarten, was at the Catholic school.
Okay.
So that's all I knew.
You were set up.
It's just the way it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the way it
It's
was.
like, oh, yeah. Okay.
But then you start learning about the Crusades, and you
Yeah.
start learning about like all this awful shit that this religion is.
Well, and I
has
don't know if they
done.
still do it this way, but when you're in school, they teach you things in the light that they want you to see it.
Sure.
Like they don't really. Oh, and then there were the Crusades, which is where the Roman Catholic Church went out and spread the word,
right.
and it was a tough battle. People didn't want to hear the word, and they fought. They would fight us about it,
And we were just defending ourselves.
And then fast forward to World War One. Like what?
I think you missed something
Yeah.
in there.
Like his history classes.
Well, and you and me, we went to the same high school,
Yeah.
which was Catholic.
Right.
And there was our favorite teacher.
Rada.
No, the one with the long finger.
Oh yeah.
Mr.
Runyon.
Runyon. Yes, Mr. Runyon. And he would, and then Rita was the one that,
She's the one that the whole reason you and I met or became friends.
what?
Yeah. Because she.
I thought it was Mr. Conley.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was Rada's class because she had us bring in as a project. She had us bring in a picture of us as an infant and a picture of us as today. And this is
Sure.
freshman year.
Right.
And she had us put both pictures on the wall separately, and we had to find out who was who.
Right.
And it was like just a way for you to get to know, which is brilliant.
It created interaction between.
It's the only reason I
awkward
looked
high
at your
school kids.
face as opposed to the only faces that I knew already.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so you just happened to put up a picture that had like nothing but Guns N' Roses posters all over the wall. And you were sitting on a guitar amp.
Yeah.
And I was like,
on a table.
and I was like, holy shit, that guy is just like me. Like, that's
Right.
that's me.
Right.
Where is this guy? I gotta go talk
Who
to
is
him.
he? I've had class with him all year.
And
I've
you,
never.
yeah. And so then
never seen him.
so the next class we had together, I was like, hey man,
You like GNR?
and you played it off of like St. Thomas prick.
As if I knew.
Fuck off.
I just knew that you hung out with Ronnie and Dave. I think is his name. I don't remember.
I think it was Jeff, Ronnie, and
Jeff,
Jason.
There we go. You rolled with that crowd, so I mean, I was too cool for school.
They were my only friends. I had literally, I had a girlfriend.
Let's talk
And that
about
was
this.
it.
We talked about this earlier. Like the douchebaggery that you and I both were when we were high school boyfriends. If I can make a mold out of you and like put it outside of Soldier Field or whatever, it would be you leaning up against your girlfriend's locker as she piles books while you carry. Like it was, and I didn't even get to know your girlfriend at the time, but wow.
Yeah, teenage love.
Good
You
Lord.
just you're just so in love, and you just want to,
right?
like, oh, write me a note, write me another note, write me, when you're writing like
shit.
5 notes a day in school, and then you're talking on the phone 3 hours that night, and
right.
what? I had no life. That was it.
No, you say goodbye.
Yeah,
You say
right.
goodbye.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that's
Joseph, get off the phone. Okay, goodbye. That was my life.
But today's kids, like they will never ever understand leaving a note in desk.
You don't think so?
No, everything's text
They'll just
now.
text
or
them
face,
so
or
even though you
Facebook
can't have
or-
your phone in the class, you'll go back to your locker and
Yeah.
I got a text.
Yeah, I'm sure you can have your phone in your. Dude, kids are smart. They're gonna figure out a way to like. There's even stuff on Facebook like if you want to disguise your phone, you can. There's a a product that looks like a textbook that allows your phone to fit nicely in the middle of it.
Yeah, they
And
they do that in prison too, to put like shanks and
It's like
things in.
Shawshank
Yeah.
Redemption. But no, they'll text. But dude, man, when you sat down in your desk, like after you got switched around and everything, and you opened it up, and there was a note that had your name on it, like a piece of paper with the girl's handwriting, like that's what that's what the kids are gonna miss, man. I mean, that's that.
Well, nothing replaces someone thinking of you
Right.
and then spending time on you. And
Right.
that's what a note feels like. And
Yeah.
a text is more of a...
I'm ordering a pizza.
Yeah, you don't picture that person sitting there crafting a text, sitting on their bed.
Not to mention you can see the bubbles while they type.
Yeah. Yeah. With the note, it's like you get the note and you're like, holy shit. When did they do this? This is
Right.
amazing.
Was this last night?
And there
Was
might be a
this today?
drawing on there. There might be
Right.
a kiss lipstick thing, or
They
who
dot
knows?
your eye with a heart
Exactly,
or
and,
something.
and you get to know their handwriting,
right.
not just their phrasing, but their handwriting.
And that's going to be
It's
lost
so much
too.
more intimate.
Handwriting is a dying.
I think this will come back because
I hope so.
I don't
Fuck.
see-
For my kids' sake, I hope so.
I think they'll get so far with the text stuff, and then someone will write a note, and they're gonna love it so much that it'll catch on, and they'll just keep doing it.
Fuck, I hope so. Like retro.
Mm-hmm.
Like hashtag retro. I'm done texting. I'm gonna write notes from now on. That I don't know if that's gonna happen, man,
Yeah.
but I hope so. I hope so
I
because
think it will.
I think we would, in order for that to happen, like we would have to have a technological like meltdown. Like somebody would have to attack a satellite. Like we don't. Like Verizon would have to be like text messages now are $4.53 a piece before we go back.
If
to
you think
days
about
of-
it, you're sitting in class, and I want to send you a note that says, "I'll write your, I'll write,
your Jack the Ripper term paper.
I'll write your term paper for $20." I need to get that information to you right now.
Okay.
I can't text it to you because having my phone out and texting is way too obvious.
Okay.
So, sitting there acting like I'm writing,
Okay. All right.
that is still, the teachers just sees me writing on my notebook.
Okay.
Then when she's not looking, I can get that piece of paper to you.
Okay.
I mean, so there's still
well, I mean,
covert operations for notes.
You had like what 2 rows? You would have to nudge somebody that you didn't know.
I know.
In the row next to you.
And
Be
wasn't
like,
that the
"Hey,
hardest? Wasn't that when you sat next to the dorks?
right?
Like the
Hey, give us
lady,
the bill.
the lady right in between you, and she's like, "I'm not getting in the middle of this."
right.
I know. No, like, come on.
Dude, we didn't have phones, man. We didn't have phones.
I know. Remember the waiting by the phone? Cause
Oh God, Mom, you got to get off the phone. I'm expecting a phone call.
or hey, yeah, I'll pick you up at 4. We've established it. All right.
right.
And then it's 4:30, and you're just like waiting by the phone,
What's going
waiting
on?
by the door. You're looking out the window. Where is he? I don't know what's going on. I'm lost.
I was not that tardy.
No. I'm just like that.
Right. No,
No,
understand.
like when your dad's supposed to pick you up, and, and he told you on Monday he'd be there on Friday, and then mom's like, "Why don't we order pizza?"
And you were like, cool. Pizza sounds good. But yeah, no, the phone thing, man. I remember when you didn't even have call waiting.
I know the busy signal.
Like it was the most annoying thing you could possibly.
The person that didn't pay for the call waiting, you'd cuss them out every time. Like,
That's
just get the call waiting.
just get some call waiting, bro. And then all of a sudden it started like letting you know the number.
Yeah, with the caller ID. Yeah.
Caller ID, call waiting. Dude, the phone companies had us
It's a la
balls
carte.
deep. Like, I mean, it was gross how
Yeah.
hard they had the American public by the balls.
They still charge for all that shit too.
That's like they better only charge like $1 a month.
Hey.
I don't know. I haven't used a landline and since I don't remember when, but I do miss the dial ones,
The rotary.
the rotary
Yeah.
phones. I do miss those. Like
Yeah.
even when you hung it up, it made that ding sound.
Because the bell was so
Yeah, the
loose.
bell-
Like,
and if you were really mad, you can hang it up.
oh yeah, you
harder.
slam that
Like,
phone down.
It's just
And when you're listening and you hear that,